Hi friends, I'm back again to read you the last chapters of Marina Royale. And this chapter is called Vroom. I hope that you will read it along with me. Vroom. Hubert put the top down and marched away. His cool new shell was powerful, but hard to control. He could go fast and sort of steer. Too bad he couldn't make it stop. Spies test their equipment, but Hubert needed to find his friends right away. They were in danger. He squeezed the grip inside the silver claw and twisted it forward. Vroom, vroom! The shell shook as he took off. Hubert twisted the grip a little more. Zoom! He jetted so fast, the seaweed and fish he passed looked blurry. Everything was coming at him too quickly. Water, bubbles, floaty bits. Holy mackerel! He blasted through a school of them. On the other side, he nearly crashed into a jellyfish. Stop! Help! Hubert had no control. He tilted his claws and started spinning. His head reeled and his stomach fluttered. He was going to hit something. Chapter 9. In Too Deep. Hubert took a deep breath. Nobody could help him. He had to learn to control the shell by himself. He twisted back on the grip in his right claw, but it was slippery. Losing control, he closed both claws. Strange. Hubert's left claw closed on a grip he hadn't noticed before. When he squeezed it, the shell slowed but kept rumbling. Vroom, vroom. Water jetted out, back and front, pushing him forward and backward at the same time. Taking a deep breath, he turned the right grip backward, cutting the jet. With his left claw, he squeezed tight. The shell started moving backward. A jet coming out the front pushed him in reverse. He let go of the left and right grips and sank slowly to the ocean bed. Wahoo! I did it! He had landed beside the drop-off. He searched along the edge of the cliff. Olga, Sparky. No answer. He had to go past the drop-off and look for them in deep water. Hubert squeezed the grip inside the right claw and twisted it forward. The shell roared to life. Here I come! He zoomed through the water, searching for his friends. To turn, he held his claws out in front of him and angled them sideways to go left or right. Wow! He was faster than any fish. He was Hubert Crab's super spy, streaking through the water, not afraid of anything. Below, a couple of dots on the sand looked familiar. Hubert swam closer and aimed his lights on them. Was the green one Olga? Hubert adjusted his aim, cut the engine, then squeezed the grip inside his left claw to reverse. He hovered above his friends for a moment before he let the shell sink to the bottom. Hey, look, it's me! When they looked up, Hubert revved the engine and shot over his friends with a roar. Olga's legs flapped behind her in the current. Sparky's jaw dropped as the jet of water hit him, and his tongue blew back like seaweed in a storm. Hubert laughed. Now he had Sparky's attention. It was time to show off. He went faster and climbed up and around in a perfect loop-de-loop, even better than Olga's. After he swam around and out of the loop, he cut his speed. Hubert squeezed the left claw and started sinking. He floated down to the sand beside his friends. Hey, what are you doing out here? Don't you know deep water is dangerous? Olga Octopus jetted away from him, leaving a cloud of ink in the water. Sparky fled and hid behind a rock. What was going on? Were they afraid? Then he remembered how the silver shell had scared Surgeon. "Come back, it's me, Hubert." He approached the big rock where Sparky was hiding. When he got close, Sparky moved, keeping the rock between him and Hubert. "Stay back, you monster!" Sparky growled, "Hurr, hurr," and showed his pointy teeth. "Look at my face, inside the dome." Hubert pointed with a silver pincer, but Sparky was below Hubert and couldn't see his face. All he saw was a giant disc of metal walking on silver legs. When he got too close to Sparky, the dogfish swam away. "Wait!" Hubert shouted through the little door in front of his face. Did they think he was a robot? Hubert didn't want to scare his friends. He wanted them to see his flashy new shell, but it was ruining everything. Standing still, he pressed the button on the front of the shell. The top lifted, uncovering him. "Come back!" Hubert shouted. Sparky approached slowly, then sped up when he saw Hubert. "It is you! Do you like the new shell?" Sparky raced up and licked Hubert's face. Finally, Sparky and Hubert were reunited. It didn't even bother Hubert when Olga joined them. She didn't smile, but stayed quiet. Bossy Olga had nothing to say? Something was wrong. She held her head in her hands, winding her tentacles around to hide her face. Her head bobbed up and down as she blubbered, "Ooh, ooh, ooh, ooh." Hubert climbed out of the silver shell and gently put his claw on Olga's back. "Why are you crying?" Olga moaned. "I'm so sorry. I only wanted to scare you a little and bring you back. I never meant to drop you in deep water. Will you forgive me?" Hubert thought about it. He didn't like Olga. She was mean to him, and she bossed all the little fish. If he wanted to make her feel bad, he could. But if he didn't forgive her, that would make him just as mean as she was. "That's okay, Olga. But from now on, you can't exclude me from your games with Sparky. Deal?" "Okay," she said. "And you have to tell me how cool my shell is." "It is pretty cool," Olga said. "I've never seen a crab swim a loop-de-loop before." "Let's do one together." Hubert got back into the silver shell and closed the lid. He twisted the grip and the engine roared. "Ready?" Olga nodded. Side by side, Olga and Hubert swam a perfect loop-de-loop. Together, Hubert, Olga, and Sparky swam home to Rainbow Reef. When they got hungry, they stopped for algae-flavored ice cream. When they got tired, they sang songs to keep up their energy. Along the way, they shared stories of their adventures in the deep water. For the first time, Hubert could tell a few great tales of his own. The three of them had so much fun on the trip back, Hubert figured Olga would never make fun of him again. Nothing could have made him happier. Nothing, except when Olga said, "Hubert, now that you have your cool new shell, what should I do with your soccer ball shell?" "You saved it for me?" "Of course." "Yes!" Hubert punched his silver claw in the air. He still loved his soccer ball shell. Besides, a spy can never have too many disguises. All right. Thank you, new friends, boys and girls, parents, teachers, whoever is listening. I'm so happy you made it to the end of the story. And this is a picture of Hubert keeping track of his adventures in his spy journal. I just want to thank you so much for reading the book. I hope you enjoyed meeting Hubert and his friends. There's more books in the series coming, and there also the back of the book. If you look in the back of the book, there's a couple of activities I thought would be fun to do away from your computer. So there's a couple of card games, and there's some jokes to share with your friends. Few pages of ocean riddles, and then at the very end, if you're interested, I have the next book in the series is going to come out very soon. If it's not already out, I'm making this video June 18th and figure on launching it over the summer. So I hope that you will follow me, so that you'll be able to get a hold of the next book when it comes out. But if not, another thing you could do, and it's completely free, is you can get the Top Secret Journal, which also has fun games and activities for kids. So happy reading, and I really hope that you enjoy this. I originally got the idea for these books because I wanted to make the videos for the kids back at my school, Churchill Heights Public School, who I have been missing in the school library this year. So, it's been so much fun writing this book for you and discovering the adventures of Hubert Crabbe, Super Spy. Thank you very much.